Hey ladies, this video is just, it's pretty small actually. It's about, it's not short because it's me talking here, but it's small. I'm only going to talk about 4 products that I purchased from spalook.com. Spalook is a website I also use. There's so many beauty websites you can order from nowadays, but they always offer discounts and deals, and I usually don't order until they have 20% off their entire site. Obviously, there's some products that are excluded, but most of the time the products I want to purchase are all included in the deal. So yeah, this is the, I purchased these items I'm going to show you. One set, 2 of them came in like 3 or 4 days ago, and then the other 2 came in a long time ago, like 3 months ago maybe. Okay, so let me get into it. And just really quickly, this is a boring haul. It's not a fun haul. And I differentiate because fun hauls are when you get things in that you don't need. You just want, well, I guess you don't need any of this stuff, but you know what I mean. Like, you don't need a new eyeshadow palette, but you want it, so you get it. That's a fun haul. Boring hauls to me are like when you run out of your everyday moisturizer, your everyday cleanser, and you have to buy, replenish it. That's a boring haul because it's not something that's exciting to get. It's something that you use daily, so you don't need it. You know what I mean? You need it. Technically you don't need it, but you guys get what I'm saying. Okay, so what I got in a couple days ago, 3 days ago, is first I got Hardware PD Quick Top Coat by Butter London. I ran out of top coat, and I have heard good things about Butter London's top coat, so I wanted to try it. So yeah, just top coat. See how it works. Let you guys know. Let me know if you guys like their top coat. Because the last one I had was the OPI one, and it literally peel off. It was weird. Okay, sorry. The second product I purchased, or just came a couple days ago, was this Dermalogica Super Sensitive Faceblock SPF 30. And this is one of my favorite products in the whole entire world. And let me actually explain to you why I purchased these 2 items recently. It ties into my old spalook.com order. So about 3 months ago, I went on spalook.com because I don't know why I always repeat these websites. They don't know I do not get money, or I don't know any connection to these websites. I just repeat it over and over. Can't help. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I assume everyone has like a 2-minute, not even 2-minute, a 2-second memory span like I do. Okay, so like I said, 3 months ago, I purchased these 2 products. It's the La-Roche Posay, excuse me if I pronounce that incorrectly, the Anthelios SPF 60 Ultralight Sunscreen Fluid, and then I also purchased the Perricone Nutritive Cleanser. So I actually been looking for a new cleanser, and I've been wanting to try this Perricone cleanser because I've heard good things about his brand, and then I was looking for a new sunscreen, because if you've heard my videos, I've mentioned, like, about a year ago, I started switching from everything Dermalogica to other brands because my skin was just looking dull. It wasn't looking like, renewed and glowy and whatever. So I switched to like a Murad cleanser, which I've mentioned in another video, and I love it, and I still use it with this. But I also wanted to try something else because the Murad cleanser, as much as I love it, it kind of feels drying sometimes. So that's what made me want to try this. And then, the one Dermalogica product I had been holding on to was the sunscreen. So I was like, I've switched everything else, and I've been really happy with the results. So I'm going to switch sunscreen too. And so I've heard really good things about this one, this La-Roche Posay one. And so I was like, I'm going to try it because this one's supposedly for sensitive skin. And I should mention, I've been wearing sunscreen since I was probably 17. I've always had problems with sunscreen. I'm sure a lot of you out there also have problems with sunscreen because sunscreen contains certain chemicals which do several things to your skin, but they tend to make you look very white in photos, and then sometimes they make you just look white the second you put it on, like your whole skin, you look like a ghost. And then also a lot of them burn and sting. And I've tried tons. I've tried Origins, Prescriptives, the NARS sunscreen, Lancome. I've tried so many. I've tried the Neutrogena. All of them I've had problems with. And then I started using this one when I worked at the salon. Loved it. But like I said, I was switching everything Dermalogica. I was switching everything from Dermalogica to other things. So I was like, oh, I'll switch this too. Okay, so now I showed you all 4 products. So let me just talk about this one. Now, I purchased it like 3 months ago, but I did not start using this until probably a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Probably closer to 2 weeks now. And the reason it took me so long to purchase it, or I'm sorry, start using this, was because I still had my old Dermalogica sunscreen left. And I was, wanted to finish it before I opened a new container. I actually just started using this about 2 weeks ago too. You know how I always see that I'm getting low on things. So I'm like, oh, I have to order a new one. I don't want to run out. And then I end up not being as low as I think, and it lasts me a lot longer. So that's why I ordered these 3 months ago, or I'm sorry, that's why I ordered these 3 months ago, thinking I was going to run out and need them ASAP, and I didn't. So yeah, I only opened this about 2 weeks ago, got it 3 months ago. The first day I put it on, it felt super, like it's weird. It's super thin. Let me open it up. I don't know why I kept the box because I wanted to show you guys. This is what it looks like. And it says shake before use. I think it's $28 and it's 1.7 ounces. That's another reason why I wanted to switch from my Dermalogica sunscreen, because this one's $45 and it's the same ounces, 1.7. So I was like, okay, not only do I want to try something new because I've used Dermalogica for so long, but I also want something cheaper for sunscreen. That's really expensive, $45. So that's another reason why I purchased this. Okay, so the first day, back to my story, the first day I used it, it like absorbs instantaneously into your skin, but it leaves like a weird feeling film on your skin. Like if you guys have ever used the Smashbox primer, which I've used and I hated it, it feels like that, like almost like there's silicone on your skin, like a thin layer. It does absorb immediately, but it still feels like there's something there. So I just put sunscreen on first. So I put it on first and I wasn't really digging it, but then I put on my moisturizer and it started balling and literally like rolling off my skin. And those of you out there who it's happened to, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If it hasn't happened to you, you're lucky, because I don't know why it does that. Maybe I wasn't putting enough moisturizer, or I don't know what, but when I started rubbing it in, it literally, the products started rolling off my skin, like coming off in like balls. It was really gross. So I ended up having to like wash my skin and then, put this on again. I used more moisturizer the second time and it didn't happen. So the first day I wasn't impressed and I did not like how it felt. The second day I got some in my eye. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I should mention also, the first day I had it on, back to the first day, it didn't burn, because sunscreens in the past that I've used have like burned my skin so bad where I have to wash my whole makeup off and redo it. It didn't burn, but it felt itchy. Like it didn't feel like, I don't know, it didn't feel like I had nothing on. And it also, I'm sorry, it has that sunscreeny smell when you apply it. So it does have that smell. It's a very thin liquid also. I would pour it out for you, but it's literally so thin. It'll just pour out. Let me just show you this drop. It's like really, really thin. Can you see that on my hand? It's just like super thin. Yeah, and it has that kind of weird feel. So, had a bad smell. I wasn't in love with it, but I didn't hate it. I just wasn't in love with it. So then the second day, got some in my eye, stung so bad for like 30 minutes. I had to eventually wash my face and flush my eye out because it was that painful. And I know you're like, well, just don't get it near your eyes. Like, your eyes around here is one of the places, like, not super close to your eye. That's, like, where you most want it because the skin is so thin. And I'm not the kind of person who applies that, like, gingerly when I do my moisturizer or sunscreen. I'm usually in a hurry, and I'm just, like, everywhere around my face. So I got it in my eye again. I just don't like this. I'm sorry. It's just not my cup of tea. Every time I wear it, it has that smell when I put it on. It has balled up since. The first day it did it, didn't the second, did the third. So it's done it several times. And it also leaves that itchy feeling underneath my skin. I just don't like it. So that's why I ended up ordering this like 2 weeks ago, is because the light, you can't see it, I'm sorry. Because I have to go back to this. There's nothing that'll ever beat this. And now I know, because I really have tried so many other things. And this one, which is supposed to be like for super sensitive skin, blah, 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 it didn't even compare to this one. So I will never switch again. Love it, love it, love it. Best ever. Yeah, I will say the one con about this. I mean, the one leg up that this product has, that this one doesn't, is SPF 60, and the Dermalogica is SPF 30. For me personally, I'm not in the sun that much, so, and plus my moisturizer and that mineral makeup I use have slight sunscreen in also, so SPF 30 is enough for me. Maybe I'll use this when I'm like, when I don't have face makeup on and I'm just like on the beach or something. This might be a good one. But otherwise, I'm sticking with this one. It's the best. This one does not have a smell at all. It smells like nothing. It's a little bit thicker than the La-Roche Posay one. And I've never in my life had any burning, any irritation, any sort of weird feeling. I've never had balling and like makeup rolling off my skin. I have never had any problems with this one ever. This is the best sunscreen I have ever used in my entire life. I don't know what I was thinking trying to switch it up because, yeah, I obviously learned my lesson. And how I learned my lesson is, I just want to mention this really quickly. Spalook has a 30-day return, and I didn't know that. So like I said, I bought this 3 months ago, barely started using it 2 weeks ago, so I can't return this. I'm stuck with this product. But like I said, that was my fault because their return policy is clearly stated on their website. And I have no problem. That was my fault 100%. But, you know, I'll hold on to it. Maybe my husband can wear it when he's outside because it is really thin. Maybe he won't mind the, like the weird silicone-y feel. But yeah, I just will never switch from Dermalogica ever again. I learned my lesson there. Okay, so yeah. And then I just want to talk about this really quickly too because I started using it a couple weeks ago. I really, really like this. It's different than most cleansers that after you use a cleanser, your skin feels squeaky clean. Like it literally, This one you don't feel like that. Your skin still feels clean. You know, it does remove makeup very well, but you still feel like your skin has so much moisture and elasticity. I love that about this. It's weird because it's almost like your skin doesn't feel clean because you're so, for years, we've been ingrained with that cleanser where your skin literally squeaks. And then when I use this one, I'm like, wait, it doesn't feel clean because it doesn't have that like, the squeak to it. But it is clean and your skin's glowing. Like I literally have only been using it for a couple weeks, but I've already seen a difference. And I do use this in conjunction with my Murad cleanser. But I don't use a Murad cleanser every day. But I really, really like this. I'm going to continue using it. I still want to try the Ole Henriksen cleanser just because I'm loving that brand. But this works great. I highly recommend it. I do have oily skin, and but winter's coming. So that's another reason why I wanted to try this cleanser is because in the winter, when you have oily skin and you try so hard to strip it of its oil, like you're constantly cleansing, you're over exfoliating, your skin produces more oil to compensate. So in the winter, I really wanted to try something to try to keep the moisture in my skin because even though I do have oily skin, in the winter it naturally becomes a little chapped and then my skin starts producing more oil to compensate. This is perfect. I really enjoy this. The only downfall is it's expensive. It's $38 for 6 ounces. So it's pretty pricey, but I usually, like I said, I bought it when Spalook had 20% off. And I got free shipping because if you spend more than $50, which I did that time, it was free shipping. But yeah, let me know if you guys have questions on those 4 products. Once again, I know there's lots of people, this is like a cult following, who love this product, but that's because they haven't tried this one, which is way better. Unless the SPF difference matters, because some people I know are out in the sun all day, and it does matter very much. For me, I'm not, so it doesn't matter too much. But yeah, those are the 4 products I got. Let me know if you have questions. Thanks for watching.